Welcome to another Real Estate Talk Show, featuring highlights of the best interviews from our national real estate radio show. Here's another property expert.
Well, when it comes to renovating and making a profit out of real estate, it always pays to talk to the people who actually do it, and not suggesting that a lot of people we have on the show don't do it, but I certainly know that my next guest does. I'm referring to Anna Stankovic from Renovate and Profit. That's the website, and she's done a very interesting exercise I thought you might want to hear about. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us. You did a project in 2008. You went to Hervey Bay, one of the toughest markets in Queensland, and you undertook with your partner 6 renovations over 7 months. Tell me about that, and what sort of properties did you choose?
It was a mixture of things that we wanted to do. I guess the reasons behind the move were partly that we wanted a bit of a sea change, so we wanted to get out of the busy hustle and the bustle of Melbourne and go somewhere nice and that had beautiful scenery and Fraser Island and stuff like that that we could enjoy. But also as a personal challenge, we wanted to do a lot of the renovations ourselves because we've had training. I've been trained in tiling and plastering, and my partner in rendering and waterproofing. We pretty much decided to go and start from scratch. Like most people, when they're starting out, they don't have a team, they don't have suppliers, they don't have a base where they're starting from, they don't know the market. We set ourselves that kind of a challenge where we went to a place that we weren't completely familiar with. We've been there for holidays a couple of times. Decided to do it from scratch, purchasing the properties, getting to know the market, getting to know the real estate agents, getting to know different tradesmen, suppliers, the products and services that are available.
Well, Anna, you wouldn't have had a lot of time to do that because you did 6 renovations in 7 months. Now, did you live in these properties when you were renovating them?
No, we didn't. That's part of it too. I tend to find that with most renovations that as soon as you move in, it adds about 2 or 3 months to the renovation time. It's a lot easier to go somewhere and do the work, and you know when you're there that you're doing the work, and then you also have a little haven that you can run away to and close the doors and be somewhere where you have a toilet and a kitchen and can actually relax when you're there. And so when you go to work, you actually do the work, and when you go home to relax, you can go home and relax. So
now these properties, Anna, I'm sorry to keep interrupting you there, but these properties, you didn't live in them, but did they all take about the same period of time to renovate? Or were you doing some of them at the same time?
They were all overlapping, and some of them are bigger renovations than others. So, for example, one house was more, had to redo some plaster work, rip up the carpets, do the sort of sand and polish the floorboards, paint job, and sort of fix up a few other bits and pieces, door handles. And so it was quite cosmetic. With another one, we actually did a garage conversion where we converted the garage into another bedroom and an ensuite because that tends to add the most value to property when you're sort of changing its profile.
So with each of these properties, did you look for a twist, something different that you could do to add value?
It all came down to numbers, and I think that's all. We tend to do profitability analysis on all our deals, regardless of if it's a renovation, subdivision, development, a combination of those strategies, and to sort of look at what's going to work the best. So you're looking at it from the point of view of an opportunity, what's going to add the most value, how much value, so then you incorporate all the costs from purchasing, holding, adding value, selling costs, and then basically the idea is you're looking to add more in perceived value than the actual cost of doing the changes. So depending on how the numbers added up, it either made the deal worthwhile to go and purchase, or it meant that we move on and look at something else.
How many properties did you look at before you bought the 6 you bought?
We actually didn't buy all of the 6. Now, that's the other thing. We bought 4 of the properties, and the other 2, we actually had a money partner, someone else that bought the properties, and we did the work and we split the profit. So there's another little twist to it as well.
Interesting.
So it wasn't just about us having to finance everything, but looking at ways, how do we make it happen? And if there is enough profit in it, then it might be appealing to other people to get involved as well.
You've taken all your skills now and you're doing workshops. In fact, you're in Brisbane doing one this weekend. I just want to round out the interview, if I may. The 6 properties that you did, were there any that you lost money on? And if you made money on them all, what was the average?
All our renovations make money. We haven't had an unprofitable sale just yet, and that's a very good thing. But it all, again, comes down to profitability. One of the things that we do is we do look at the worst-case scenario. So it means that if you know that your worst-case scenario is going to be profitable, you know you're going to do better than that. Profits, the clear profits, after all the costs are taken out, including our own time for doing the work, tend to range somewhere between minimum probably of 50, 60,000 in clear profit in less than 6 months to looking at over 100 So the average is probably around 70 or 80.
Well done. Okay, well, you're obviously making a very good living out of it, and you've got a great message to tell. We are out of time, Anna. Thank you very much. And you'll find Anna at the website renovateandprofit.com.
Thank you very much, Kevin, and look forward to chatting with you again.